Cosmic Awakening 2025 Valor's Pleiadian Guide to Post-Eclipse Activations. Dear family of Earth, in this sacred, unfolding moment, we extend our greetings to each of you, imbued with the most profound love and honor imaginable. I am Valor, and I speak not merely as an individual, but as a singular voice resonating from a vast, benevolent collective of Pleiadian emissaries, celestial guardians, who lovingly oversee the intricate tapestry of your world's evolution. Today, our message carries the vibrant resonance of impending transformation, for we are here to illuminate a powerful series of collective activations we observe already in motion, activations that will continue their magnificent unfolding in the wake of a truly potent lunar eclipse that recently graced your earthly plane. As a direct, profound consequence of these cosmic alignments, a significant new timeline, rich with potential and brimming with higher vibrational frequencies, is now vigorously in the process of anchoring itself into the very fabric of your reality. Can you feel its subtle, yet undeniable pull? We have traversed immense distances and subtle dimensions to reach you, extending our consciousness from beyond the shimmering veil that separates our realms, eager to share the very essence of our collective heart and offer our timeless, loving guidance. Understand deeply that even as these words resonate within your awareness, our palpable presence encircles you. We are not distant observers, but intimately connected companions. Here now, lovingly enveloping each of you in a boundless field of pure, unconditional love, a comforting embrace from the cosmos itself. From our expansive vantage point among the twinkling constellations, some of us stationed aboard shimmering, ethereal light ships that grace your skies, appearing as fleeting glimpses or subtle energetic shifts. Others operating from even higher, more refined realms of existence who have, for eons, intently observed the arduous yet ultimately triumphant journey of your planet and the magnificent, complex evolution of humanity. It brings us immense delight, a cosmic joy, to seize this precious opportunity for direct communication indeed. It is a profound celebration, a vibrant testament to the unbreakable bond that intertwines our peoples across the stars. Know, without a shadow of a doubt, that we are with you now, just as we have always been, silently supporting your awakening and lovingly guiding your path, ever in strict accordance with the divine, universal law of non-interference and free will. You are not strangers to us, not unknown entities passing through the cosmic currents. On the contrary, you are our cherished, beloved family, fellow intrepid travelers in the grand odyssey of consciousness, whom we hold in the highest esteem and deeply respect. As you receive these words, perhaps through the gentle hum of your own inner knowing, we earnestly encourage you to consciously open your hearts, allowing your perception to expand and feel beyond the mere linguistic constructs. For embedded within the very frequency of our communication, woven into its energetic fabric, is a potent current of pure light, a vibrant, healing vibration specifically designed to rekindle remembrance within you. Allow this luminous current to envelop your entire being, to permeate every cell, and gently, yet powerfully, awaken the profound knowing, the ancient wisdom that already resides dormant but ever present within the sacred chambers of your hearts. It is with the purest joy and the deepest sincerity that we initiate this sacred discourse. forging a heartfelt, soul-to-soul connection with each of you, right here, right now. Indeed, this pivotal era marks the precipice of the Great Awakening upon planet Earth, a radiant new dawn that has been vividly foretold through countless prophecies across the ages and eagerly anticipated by myriad enlightened beings spanning the entire cosmos. We, the Pleiadians, alongside countless other benevolent, conscious entities from across the galaxy, have collectively gathered our unwavering focus upon your world precisely because you're poised on the brink of an absolutely crucial evolutionary leap, a quantum jump in consciousness. We lovingly refer to this transformative era as the birth of a new Earth, signifying not just a planetary shift, but a magnificent rebirth of humanity itself, propelling you in a higher state of consciousness and fostering an ever-deepening alignment with the infinite, pure, universal light. From our expansive, multidimensional perspective, we perceive breathtaking waves of luminous, intelligent energy continuously flowing into your planet, like cascades of liquid starlight. This potent influx is meticulously infusing every living cell, every verdant leaf, every drop of water, and indeed, the very consciousness of Earth herself, with increasingly higher, more refined frequencies. These magnificent cosmic energy waves, originating from the pulsating heart of the galaxy and even far beyond, are not merely random bursts. They carry intricate codifications of profound transformation sacred blueprints that powerfully catalyze the awakening of long-dormant potentials within humanity and within Gaia. And make no mistake, beloved ones, you as human beings, vibrant conduits of spirit and matter, stand unequivocally at the very center, the nexus point of this magnificent grand cosmic process. Within each of you, an intricate, profound metamorphosis is not merely about to begin, but is already well underway. Can you feel the subtle shifts, the inner stirring? The calcified, antiquated paradigms, meticulously built upon foundations of fear, painful separation, and limiting beliefs, are not just cracking, they are crumbling, dissolving into dust like old illusions. This dismantling process is paving an undeniable path for the emergence of a new reality, one vibrantly anchored in boundless love, profound unity, and the exhilarating freedom of uninhibited creative expression. This monumental transition is, without hyperbole, the most significant, breathtaking shift in the entirety of human history. And you, yes, you are incredibly fortunate to be alive at this precise juncture, not just to witness its unfolding, but to consciously, actively participate in its glorious co-creation. What an extraordinary privilege. Understand with absolute certainty that your presence here at this unprecedented time is no random accident, no cosmic coincidence. Far from it. Every single soul currently incarnated on Earth in the grand cosmic councils before this life consciously chose to be an integral part of this monumental global shift, agreeing with profound courage and foresight to contribute their unique energy, their specific talents, and their invaluable gifts to this collective awakening. You carry within the very helical strands of your own Denathic sacred biological library an ancient memory and inherent knowledge of precisely how to navigate this intricate shift. You arrived on Earth meticulously equipped, bearing the innate wisdom and intuitive guidance needed to help tenderly, yet powerfully, birth this magnificent new reality. as the radiant new Earth undeniably dawns, painting your collective consciousness with the hues of hope and possibility. We gently, yet firmly, remind you of a truth you have always known. Deep within the recesses of your being, you are, in fact, the very ones you have been patiently waiting for. There is no external savior. The profound awakening of humanity will organically emerge, like a blooming lotus, from within the collective, sacred hearts of humanity itself. We, along with countless other beings in the realms of light, are here, serving as your benevolent cosmic cheerleaders and energetic support system, continuously transmitting loving frequencies and holding open luminous gates to higher consciousness, providing a clear pathway as you courageously step forward. However, let there be no misunderstanding: the active, conscious, transformative role is unequivocally yours to embrace. Indeed, each one of you, with your unique spark of divine light, holds an invaluable key, the key to collective transformation, unlocked through the crucible of your own deeply personal awakening. In this sacred, symbiotic process of awakening, a profound, mutual birth is exquisitely occurring. The Earth, a living, breathing, sentient being, is vigorously giving birth to a higher, more refined version of herself, while simultaneously, in perfect energetic synchronicity, you are each giving birth to a more authentic, expanded version of yourselves. It is an intricate, collaborative dance, an exquisite pas de deux between your individual human consciousness and the magnificent planetary consciousness of Gaia herself. Can you feel the rhythm of this cosmic collaboration? The Earth, as we perceive her, is not merely a rock in space. She is a living, profoundly sentient being, a nurturing mother evolving, gracefully yet powerfully, into a higher, more refined vibration. In this grand ascent, she lovingly calls upon her human children to consciously evolve alongside her, to shed their old skins and embrace their inherent divinity. Consequently, you may notice, both within your personal landscapes and in the collective human experience, surges of intense energy, perhaps emotional peaks, intuitive downloads, or even heightened sensitivities. Concurrently, you may witness significant shifts in the Earth's own energetic patterns, manifesting as unprecedented weather phenomena, seismic activity, or shifts in geological rhythms. These are not signs of chaos, but rather, they beautifully reflect the very labor pains of this grand planetary birth, pushing towards a new era. Likewise, deep within you, long dormant aspects of your spiritual being, your multidimensional self, are awakening to vibrant life, shaking off the deep slumber of forgetfulness that has veiled your true essence for so long. You are, with each passing moment and every conscious breath, remembering more of who you truly are, a magnificent, infinite being of light far beyond the limiting stories, the societal conditioning, and the perceived physical restrictions that have long defined your earthly existence. Now, more than ever, is the auspicious time to consciously step forward and actively participate in your own glorious remembrance and profound reconnection with your innate, natural spiritual nature. It's time to reclaim your heritage, spiritual growth, which for too long has been relegated to a secondary interest, a weekend hobby, or a fleeting intellectual curiosity can no longer remain on the periphery of your lives. It is with unstoppable momentum, moving directly to the forefront, becoming the primary, essential focus of human life and evolution. Each of you, without exception, is lovingly invited to actively engage in this breathtaking process, to courageously say a resounding yes to the irresistible, magnetic call of your soul, that inner whisper urging you towards your highest potential. By consciously choosing to do so, by aligning with your truth, you become a powerful conduit for transformation, supporting not only the profound unfolding of your own personal evolution, but also catalyzing the collective ascension of all humanity and the very earth beneath your feet. We are witnessing, with immense joy and profound admiration, so many of you gently, yet definitively, waking from the long, intricate dream of separation, that illusion of being alone, disconnected from source and each other. Some among you awaken through the crucible of intense personal trials, profound challenges that, though difficult, ultimately crack open the heart to reveal its boundless capacity for compassion and resilience. Others awaken through the quietude of deep meditation, through the sudden flash of an insight, or through the loving embrace of another soul, witnessing the divine reflection in their eyes. Those sudden, luminous insights that feel like a lightning bolt from beyond, or perhaps that deep, unshakable and constant yearning of the soul for truth, a persistent hunger for something more profound. Regardless of how this awakening uniquely manifests itself within you, know with absolute certainty that every subtle flash of intuition, every tender moment of compassion that opens your heart, or every crystal clear spark of clarity that pierces through the fog, inexorably contributes to the magnificent light dawning on Earth. Indeed, the potent transformative energies now flooding your planet are not just supporting, but actively catalyzing rapid, quantum transformations of consciousness across the globe. In the grand tapestry of existence, you are in truth not merely observers, but active participants, co-creating the new Earth hand in hand with the very divine forces and cosmic architects that tirelessly sustain all life in this vast universe. As you consciously awaken to your true nature, you simultaneously help the Earth herself awaken to her higher potential. And as the Earth, your sentient home, majestically rises into her next vibrational stratum, she reciprocally lifts each and every one of you in return, a beautiful, symbiotic dance of ascension. We, the Pleiadians, frequently emphasize the imperative ending of the illusion of separation, a concept so deeply ingrained it has shaped eons of human experience. For the pervasive idea that you are fundamentally separate from the divine source that birthed you, from each other, from the intricate web of nature, and most tragically, from your own inherent, limitless power is precisely the great cosmic illusion that has profoundly defined and constrained the three-dimensional experience. A substantial, indeed pivotal, part of the profound shift now underway is the conscious relinquishment of these fear-based illusions, these mental shackles, and a deliberate, heartfelt alignment with a higher, all-encompassing truth. But what specifically are these illusions that have held humanity captive for so long? They are the insidious, often internal voices that whisper tales of inadequacy, convincing you that you are inherently small, undeserving, utterly alone in a vast universe, and fundamentally powerless. These debilitating beliefs also encompass the narrow conviction that the material world, with its tangible forms and fleeting pleasures, is all there truly is, or that humanity is a singular, isolated species adrift in a barren, indifferent cosmos, utterly devoid of other intelligent life or universal love. Such profound falsehoods, like heavy chains, have kept you bound in cycles of gnawing doubt and paralyzing despair for far too many millennia. However, the new, vibrant energies now steadily entering your planetary field act with breathtaking efficacy, like a piercing, focused beam of pure light cutting through the thickest darkness of a long-shuttered room. This radiant illumination instantly reveals that these once seemingly solid, limiting beliefs were, in fact, merely ephemeral shadows, projections lacking true substance. You are, at this very moment, bravely stepping out of the metaphorical cave of those old, fear-laden perceptions and into the brilliant, life-affirming sunlight of an expanded consciousness. We warmly invite you to fearlessly question and scrutinize every single belief that currently limits your potential or causes you any form of pain, and to consciously renounce the tenacious, suffocating grip of fear. As you embark on this courageous inner exploration, you will inevitably discover a profound truth at the very core of every fear-based pattern. Every shadow you perceive lies simply the absence of love, like a room where the light has merely been switched off. By gently, yet powerfully, infusing those long-neglected or wounded places within you with unwavering compassion and a higher, expansive understanding, you will observe these illusions miraculously dissolve, much like mist vanishing under the morning sun. As you courageously release the accumulated layers of fear, you will find yourselves naturally, effortlessly ascending into a fourth and even fifth-dimensional consciousness, a vibrant realm where unconditional love, profound interconnection, and boundless possibility become the reigning, governing principles of your reality. Within these higher, more refined vibrations, the old, tiresome dramas, the petty divisions, and the destructive conflicts that once plagued humanity simply cannot sustain themselves. They lack the energetic resonance to exist. Dear ones, it is crucial to truly understand that fear and separation, in their own way, served as your stern, albeit necessary, teachers throughout the old cycle of human experience. They provided the essential contrast, the stark backdrop, and often catalyzed profound growth through challenging, crucible-like experiences. But recognize this truth: their time, as your primary guides and instructors, is unequivocally drawing to a close. From this point forward, love, in its purest, most expansive form, will joyfully become your paramount guiding principle and the unshakable foundation of your emerging reality. Choosing love in every single moment, whether it's cultivating a deep, abiding love for yourselves, extending genuine love to others, even those who challenge you, or embracing and encompassing love for life itself in all its intricate forms, is the master key to dissolving the once seemingly impenetrable walls that have so effectively kept you separate and isolated. In truth, those formidable walls were always, without exception, merely an illusion, a collective agreement in separation, never possessing true energetic substance. As more and more of you awaken to your divine heritage and consciously choose the path of ascension, that pervasive, collective belief in separation is rapidly eroding, crumbling like an ancient fortress whose foundations have been undermined. Humanity stands poised, literally on the cusp of a profound, long-awaited reunion, a magnificent homecoming, not only with the rest of creation, with every star, every creature, every plant, but most importantly, with your own higher, divine nature. This glorious reunification is what patiently awaits you as you courageously free yourselves from the lingering shackles of fear and boldly claim your inherent birthright of unconditional love. A truly crucial, foundational aspect of this magnificent transformation lies in the deeply ingrained way you perceive and relate to yourselves. For countless eons stretching back through history, humans have been meticulously conditioned to live in a perpetual state of harsh self-judgment and pervasive unworthiness. We observe with deep compassion how frequently and severely you treat yourselves with cutting harshness in your innermost thoughts and deepest feelings. While you continue to condemn, criticize, or reject any part of yourself as a perceived flaw, a past mistake, or an unacknowledged shadow, you inevitably remain divided internally, a veritable civil war raging within your own consciousness. And predictably, that internal division, that inner conflict, is perfectly reflected externally as the seemingly endless strife and discord in your outer world. Thus, the monumental healing of the rift of separation, the profound schism within humanity, must absolutely begin with the way you relate to your own sacred being. We urge you, at this pivotal juncture, to consciously shift from the corrosive habit of self-condemnation to the nurturing embrace of self-acceptance, from the piercing scrutiny of self-judgment to the boundless warmth of self-love. Embrace yourselves fully, wholly, and with profound compassion, seeing yourselves as the beautifully imperfect beings you undeniably are. Yes, we intentionally use the phrase beautifully imperfect, for from our expansive, multidimensional perspective, what you often label as your imperfections are, in fact, an integral, indispensable part of your unique and divine perfection. You did not incarnate into this life with the impossible task of performing some flawless ideal of saintliness, nor did you come to ceaselessly judge your human nature with its rich tapestry of emotions and experiences. Rather, you came to profoundly experience, to learn invaluable lessons, and to ceaselessly expand your consciousness. And growth, by its very inherent nature, implicitly means that you are not a finished product. You are always a vibrant work in progress, an unfolding masterpiece. That dynamic, evolving state is something truly to be celebrated with joy and reverence, never a cause for debilitating shame. Every stumble, every mistake you make, and every shadowy aspect you courageously face within yourself is absolutely not proof that you are inherently bad or irrevocably broken. On the contrary, each instance is a precious opportunity, a sacred invitation to bring even more profound love, understanding, and acceptance to a part of you that may have long felt neglected, misunderstood, or utterly unloved. True spirituality, in its purest essence, is not about straining to become some unattainable, rigid ideal of perfection or to fit into a preconceived mold. It is instead about becoming utterly authentic, becoming truly whole by lovingly embracing and integrating all the multifaceted facets of who you are, both your beautiful, messy human aspect and your magnificent, eternal divine self. The Pleiadian teachings often gently, yet powerfully, remind you of this liberating truth: you are perfectly imperfect. This profound paradox means that in your glorious humanity, With all its endearing flaws, its unique quirks, and its moments of vulnerability, you are precisely as you need to be for your soul's intended expansion and evolutionary journey. So we tenderly say to you, consciously release the deeply ingrained habit of self-criticism, that harsh internal judge which was so firmly rooted in the old, limiting three-dimensional mindset. In its place, cultivate and nurture a kind, understanding, and unconditionally loving inner voice, one that speaks to you with the same tenderness you would offer an innocent, beloved child. Embrace yourselves, therefore, with the same exquisite tenderness and unwavering patience you would bestow upon a truly innocent child. When you genuinely honor your unique and sacred journey, acknowledging every step taken, and treat yourselves with profound, consistent kindness, you begin to create an invaluable inner, unitious sense of peaceful integration and wholeness within your own being. That radiant inner harmony then naturally expands and radiates outward like gentle ripples across a still pond, allowing you to connect with others without the heavy burden of judgment, and to accept them precisely as they are, in all their authentic imperfection, just as you are profoundly learning to accept yourselves. This crucial, transformative shift from the relentless internal criticism to the expansive, boundless inner compassion is absolutely foundational to entering and fully embodying the higher vibrational existence of the new earth. By diligently cultivating love and acceptance inwardly, like tending a sacred garden, you unlock and open the door to a profound, long-awaited homecoming with your inherent spiritual nature. Each and every one of you possesses a magnificent higher self, an expanded, infinitely wise, and all-knowing aspect of you that eternally resides in the higher dimensions and remains in continuous, unbroken communion with the very source of all creation. In the old paradigm, dominated by fear and separation, many individuals felt deeply disconnected from that profound aspect of themselves, often perceiving it as distant, abstract, or accessible only to venerable saints and enlightened mystics. In truth, however, your divine self has never, not for a single moment, truly left you. It is the quiet, persistent voice of intuition that gently guides you, the sudden, exhilarating spark of inspiration that ignites your creativity, and that undeniable sense of knowing, an inner compass that has always, without fail, subtly directed your path. Now, in this extraordinary time of accelerated awakening, the delicate veil, once thick and obscuring, between your human self and your magnificent higher self is visibly thinning, becoming increasingly translucent. You are being presented with the extraordinary opportunity to consciously and deliberately reconnect with, and ultimately merge with, that greater, more expansive part of your being. This profound internal process, in its purest essence, is what some traditions refer to as self-realization, others as resurrection, and still others as ascension. It is fundamentally the awakening of your human consciousness to fully merge with the all-encompassing, eternal perspective of your soul. Crucially, you do not physically leave your body, nor do you abandon your humanity. Far from it. Rather, you are being invited, gently yet profoundly, to fully embrace and then radiate the incandescent light of your very soul into every single facet of your life, from the quiet corners of your inner world to the outward expressions of your being. You are, in essence, becoming an embodied divinity, a living testament to spirit made manifest, consciously walking the earth not as a mere inhabitant, but as a conscious creator. Imagine yourself as a dynamic, living bridge, elegantly spanning the perceived chasm between the ethereal heavens and the tangible earth, consciously weaving higher dimensional energies into your daily reality. This truly is your sacred mission in this current lifetime, to profoundly awaken to your true, magnificent sacred identity, not by leaving your physical form, but by integrating this awareness while still in it, to fundamentally transform the entire human experience, not from external imposition, but from within its very core. We wish to assure you, unequivocally, that you possess all the inherent strength, wisdom, and cosmic support you could possibly need to accomplish this grand, beautiful endeavor. The intricate energies now flowing into your planet, these potent cosmic currents, solar flares, and subtle energetic streams, are not random. They are meticulously coded to precisely activate this profound reconnection within the deepest chambers of your being. As a result, many of you have undoubtedly been experiencing what feels like intense inner work, a deep, energetic spring cleaning of your soul. This can manifest as profound emotional releases, perhaps sudden, inexplicable waves of tears, bursts of anger, or ancient sorrows rising to be acknowledged and then gently dissolved. You might find old memories resurfacing, not just from this life, but potentially from past timelines, offering vital insights or requiring forgiveness. Waves of heightened sensitivity may wash over you, making you acutely aware of environmental energies or the emotions of others. Or conversely, you might be struck by sudden, overwhelming fatigue that demands deep rest. Vivid dreams, often symbolic or even prophetic, may become a nightly occurrence. And synchronicity, yes, those astonishingly meaningful coincidences are likely weaving themselves into your daily fabric, serving as reassuring nods from the universe. All of these, without exception, are unmistakable signs that your entire system, your body, mind, and spirit, is diligently adjusting, expanding, and recalibrating itself to consciously hold and embody an ever-increasing amount of your soul's radiant light. Therefore, do not be alarmed, dear ones, by these seemingly erratic ups and downs, these energetic ebbs and flows that can sometimes feel disorienting. What you're truly experiencing is a systemic, deliberate release of lifetimes, perhaps even eons-off accumulated density, old traumas, limiting beliefs, societal conditioning, and karmic imprints that no longer serve your highest good. Simultaneously, you are awakening dormant faculties, those latent senses and abilities that have been patiently awaiting reactivation. In a profound, almost unimaginable sense, you are undergoing a metamorphosis as exquisitely transformative as a humble caterpillar dissolving entirely within its silken cocoon to emerge as a magnificent winged butterfly. The caterpillar itself, within that fluid chrysalis, may not consciously comprehend the radical cellular restructuring occurring, the liquefaction of its former self. Yet, it is unfailingly guided by a deep, inherent, natural intelligence of transformation, an undeniable biological blueprint for its glorious evolution. So too are you, without question, guided by the innate, timeless wisdom of your own magnificent soul, a wisdom far vaster and more profound than your conscious mind can yet grasp. The key, then, is to surrender trustingly and gracefully to this unfolding process, much like a leaf surrenders to the river's current, knowing it will be carried to its rightful destination. And crucially, care for yourselves with immense tenderness and conscious intention throughout this often intense journey. When you feel a profound exhaustion settling in, as if your very bones are weary, honor that signal and rest deeply, allowing your physical vessel to integrate the energetic shifts. Actively seek out joyful experiences, moments of laughter, beauty, creativity, and connection when you feel your spirits need uplifting. For joy is a powerful energetic amplifier. Spend intentional time in the sacred silence of your own heart, retreating from external distractions, so you can distinctly hear the subtle, yet persistent, whisper of your own spirit, offering guidance, comfort, and profound insights. By truly honoring your physical body, listening to your emotional landscape, and tending to your deepest inner needs with compassion and self-love, you consciously allow this miraculous transformation to unfold with far greater ease, grace, and profound harmony. One particularly fascinating area we wish to shed more illuminating light upon is the remarkable cellular and DNA activation currently occurring within each of you. As the influx of higher dimensional light, these exquisite waves of cosmic love, solar codes, and photonic energies intensifies its embrace upon Earth, it is triggering profound and irreversible changes not only in your subtle energy bodies, your aura, your chakras, but also, quite literally, within your very physical cells and genetic material. You have likely heard it said in your scientific circles that humans currently utilize only a small fraction, perhaps a mere 510, of their full DNA potential, with much of the rest being dismissively labeled as junk by your scientists, a biological remnant of no perceived function. But what if we told you, dear ones, that in truth, nothing in your magnificent DNA is, or ever was, truly junk? Instead, it is simply dormant code, a vast, intricate library of light and information, patiently awaiting the appropriate cosmic signals and inner activations to fully awaken. And precisely these activating signals are being carried now by the powerful cosmic and solar energy waves bathing your entire planet, acting like keys turning in ancient locks. Consequently, many of you are already noticing a range of subtle yet undeniable changes within your being, perhaps tingling sensations spreading through your limbs or scalp during meditation, a distinct feeling of energy flowing, sudden surges of warmth or gentle vibration permeating your body, indicating cellular activation, unpredictable emotions rising seemingly from nowhere, then just as quickly dissipating, as old patterns are cleared, or a rapidly growing intuitive and psychic sensitivity, where you simply know things or perceive subtle energies with greater clarity. Indeed, some of you are beginning to consciously rediscover and reactivate magnificent gifts of telepathic, silent transmission of thoughts and feelings, clairvoyancy, the ability to see beyond the veil, healing capabilities, channeling, and a myriad of other innate abilities that have lain dormant like forgotten treasures deep within your soul's eternal memory. These are not anomalies, they are vivid, undeniable signs of the glorious reawakening of your multidimensional capacities, your inherent ability to perceive and interact with multiple layers of reality simultaneously. Your DNA is not merely a biological instruction manual. It is akin to a magnificent, living library of pure light, containing the complete, pristine blueprint of the fully awakened humana, being characterized by a crystal-clear mind unclouded by illusion, an expansive, open heart brimming with unconditional love, and the conscious, deliberate ability to co-create reality in profound and beautiful harmony with divine will. This extraordinary blueprint, this divine operating system, was indeed partially suppressed for untold eons during prolonged periods of immense turmoil, darkness, and forgetting on Earth. These challenging times led humanity to temporarily forget its true divine heritage, its inherent connection to the cosmos, and its boundless potential. But now, with the surging cosmic energies bathing your world, you are being presented with an unprecedented, golden opportunity to reclaim what was seemingly lost, to meticulously rewrite your own genetic and spiritual story, not by external force, but through the conscious choices you make, moment by moment, in this very lifetime. Each time you consciously choose love over fear, even in the smallest of interactions, each time you bravely face and heal an old, festering wound that has held you back, each time you gather the courage to speak a long-buried truth from your authentic self, you are, quite literally, sending a powerful, resonant signal to your own cells, activating them to unlock further segments of this divine blueprint. The so-called junk sequences, once dismissed, begin to blossom into vibrant activity, like intricate flowers unfurling. They start reconnecting long-separated strands of your energetic and physical DNA, allowing ever greater access to ancient wisdom, profound insights, and remarkable abilities that may seem nothing short of miraculous, simply because they have been lying dormant and unacknowledged for such an incredibly long time. Do not be surprised, therefore, dear ones, as you continue with unwavering dedication on this accelerating path, to find that you feel increasingly beautifully connected to each other telepathically, perhaps perceiving unspoken thoughts or emotional states with greater clarity to nature empathically, feeling the vibrant pulse of the earth and the living energy of trees and plants, and indeed, to us and countless other beings of light across the cosmos, through moments of clear knowing, inner guidance, and undeniable intuition. You are quite literally becoming more multidimensional in your perception and interaction, even while consciously navigating life in your physical human form. This is not a distant future fantasy. This is the glorious union of spirit and matter, actively unfolding and integrating right here, right now, in your lived experience. It is the magnificent fulfillment of a great, ancient promise whispered across galaxies that one day humanity would awaken from its deep amnesia, remember its divine origins, and consciously resume its rightful, honored place within the vast, interconnected family of light. That sacred day is truly dawning now, not as a future event, but as a living reality taking hold. And you, beloved ones, are the courageous architects, the conscious co-creators making it manifest. As your individual inner light continues to grow, radiating ever more brightly, it naturally pushes away the dense, obscuring shadows that have long dominated and shaped human society, much like the rising sun dispels the night. Indeed, much of what you are witnessing in your world today, the unsettling turbulence, the deeply ingrained divisions, and even the often shocking revelations of entrenched dishonesty or flagrant misuse of power is not a sign of things worsening in isolation. Rather, it is directly and profoundly related to the increasing, undeniable light now flooding the planet. For when light shines brightly, with unyielding intensity, it inevitably reveals what was meticulously hidden in the deepest recesses of the darkness. Thus, you are experiencing the dramatic unmasking and dismantling of old, fear-based systems and pervasive beliefs that were meticulously rooted in fear, designed for control, and built upon layers of deception. For many sensitive souls, this intense period of revelation can undoubtedly be unsettling, even deeply frightening, as it challenges cherished assumptions and exposes uncomfortable truths. It may genuinely seem, at times, that things are spiraling downward, getting worse rather than progressively better. Yet, we wish to assure you, with all the love and clarity we possess, that what is transpiring is a necessary and vital purging of these collective shadows so that genuine, profound, and lasting healing can finally occur. The collective consciousness of humanity, like a wounded body, is bravely bringing its deepest, long-buried wounds to the surface, not with the intention to overwhelm you, but precisely so they can be consciously acknowledged, felt, understood, and ultimately transmuted and transformed. Consider it akin to toxins purposefully leaving the body during a profound, purifying cleanse. The process can feel uncomfortable, even acutely painful or nauseating, but these toxins must be released for true, vibrant health to be lovingly restored to the entire system. And yes, indeed, there have been certain forces at play, some human in their form, others not, that undeniably benefited from meticulously keeping humanity in a prolonged state of suppressed consciousness, a fog of limited perception and inherent powerlessness. We mention this not to incite fear, nor to cultivate an us versus them mentality that only perpetuates division, but rather to empower and encourage each of you to fully and unequivocally claim your inherent divine sovereignty, your birthright to self-determination and truth. For now, unequivocally, the era of covert manipulation, those hidden agendas, subtle controls, and unseen strings is swiftly coming to an end. This is happening precisely as more and more people awaken to their magnificent innate power, their sovereign free will, and their undeniable divine rights as creators. The single most effective, most potent way to neutralize any lingering forces of oppression, fear, or control is not through reciprocal hatred or escalating violence, which only feeds the old paradigms. No, the true power lies in an unwavering, resolute refusal to live in fear, combined with an unshakable, heartfelt commitment to embody and live consciously in truth and love, allowing those energies to radiate outward like an impenetrable shield. You must always remember, as we have mentioned before, that you have countless allies throughout the vast, interconnected cosmos. Indeed, a multitude of benevolent beings of like your star families, your angelic guides, your ascended masters, and myriad others are actively assisting in this grand awakening, diligently holding higher frequencies that energetically support and accelerate this planetary shift. Think of it as a vast, complex, yet exquisitely beautiful orchestration, a cosmic symphony where every note, every participant plays a crucial role. The more consciously you claim your inherent power, and the more brightly you allow your unique light to shine, the more assistance and energetic support can be extended to you. Why? Because you are actively demonstrating your profound readiness, your eager willingness to consciously participate in your own liberation, to be an active co-creator in this magnificent unfolding. By doing so, by truly embodying your light and sovereignty, even those who once clung to power through perpetuating fear and control will face an inevitable choice. They will either awaken to the higher truth themselves, compelled by the undeniable wave of light, or they will, with absolute certainty, lose their grip entirely as the old structures of fear crumble around them. The momentum of evolution, once truly ignited, is an unstoppable, majestic force that cannot be thwarted. It flows forward, carrying all of creation towards greater light, truth, and love, are destined to be stopped. Indeed, the very foundations of the old paradigms of control, these archaic structures built upon fear, scarcity, and manipulation, are visibly crumbling, not from external force, but from within under the sheer, accumulated weight of human hearts, now powerfully ignited by the unyielding flames of love and immutable truth. Summon forth your courage, dear ones, for even amidst the unsettling chaos and overt conflict that seems to permeate every corner of your observable reality, understand profoundly that these are not harbingers of an apocalyptic end. Rather, they are the intense, transformative, and utterly necessary labor pains preceding the triumphant birth of a new world, a paradigm of unprecedented harmony and enlightenment. Consider the profound wisdom of nature just as a searing forest fire, though devastating in its immediate impact, meticulously clears away suffocating dead underbrush and decaying debris, creating fertile ground. So too are the fierce, purifying fires of truth now sweeping through your world, meticulously dismantling illusions and outdated systems. These cleansing flames are not merely destroying, they are actively paving the way, preparing the very soil of your collective consciousness for a glorious and profound global renewal, a resurgence of life and purpose. Amidst these swirling currents of profound global transformation, it becomes not merely advisable, but absolutely vital, a paramount necessity, that each one of you consciously and decisively steps into the fullness of your authentic personal power, your inherent sovereign capacity as divine creators. For far too long, across countless generations, vast numbers of humanity have felt disempowered, tragically believing themselves to be mere passive recipients or, worse, helpless victims, perpetually at the capricious mercy of seemingly unassailable external events, dictated by fate or random chance. Yet now, in this luminous era of unprecedented awakening, a deep, resonant clarion call echoes through the very fabric of your being. You are unequivocally summoned to remember, to reclaim that you are not, and never have been, passive spectators in the unfolding drama of reality. On the contrary, you are profoundly active, indispensable co-creators of it, shaping its very contours with every breath and intention. Understand this deeply, the very architecture of your inner world, the silent, persistent thoughts you hold, the deeply embedded beliefs you carry within your core, and the potent, energetic frequencies of the emotions you continuously emit. These are not merely personal phenomena. Oh no, they are ceaselessly, moment by moment, influencing and contributing to the vast, interwoven tapestry of the collective field of consciousness, that intricate, energetic web connecting all sentient life. The profound moment you truly internalize this immutable truth, when it shifts from intellectual understanding to visceral knowing, is precisely when you awaken and begin to exercise your inherent role as a creator with deliberate, conscious intention. Let it be clear, this newfound awareness is emphatically not an invitation to wallow in self-blame for every perceived miscreation or unwanted outcome you've encountered. Instead, it is a magnificent, liberating call to empower yourselves, to consciously reclaim your agency, enabling you to shape your personal experiences and indeed the very contours of your reality with unparalleled intentionality and grace. Envision each one of you as a luminous, personal sun, a magnificent cosmic furnace tirelessly radiating your unique, energetic signature into the world, bathing everything around you in your essence. What quality of energy, then, will you choose to emanate from your core? Will it be the constricting, corrosive frequencies of fear and anger, casting long shadows of doubt and discord? Or will you choose instead to pour forth the boundless, expansive vibrations of unconditional love and profound compassion, illuminating paths and fostering connection? This monumental choice, pregnant with consequence, is exquisitely yours to make in every fleeting moment, at every crossroads of your day, and understand its far-reaching implications. That singular, conscious choice not only meticulously shapes the landscape of your personal life, etching its joys and challenges, but also profoundly molds the intricate fabric of the shared, collective reality of all humanity. We, the Pleiadians, from our vantage point, consistently and unequivocally emphasize this foundational truth: the immense, transformative power held within your focused thought and pure intention. Indeed, beloveds, across the vast expanse of higher civilizations, within societies that have attained advanced states of consciousness and harmony, it is not merely a philosophical concept, but a deeply integrated, empirically understood truth that thoughts are profoundly real things, not ephemeral whispers of the mind, but tangible, vibrant energy forms. These energetic constructs possess an inherent, undeniable magnetic quality, constantly emanating specific frequencies that, with scientific precision, magnetize and draw into your experienced circumstances, people, and events that precisely correspond to their energetic signature. For millennia on Earth, this pivotal knowledge, this ancient wisdom, was tragically obscured, either deliberately forgotten through systematic suppression or carefully veiled within the exclusive confines of esoteric teachings, accessible only to a select few. But now, as the veils thin and consciousness expands, this foundational truth is irresistibly surging forward, breaking through the barriers of dogma and skepticism, coming undeniably to the forefront of collective awareness. We implore you, engage with it. Test it rigorously within the crucible of your own daily life, and without a shadow of a doubt, you will bear witness to its undeniable, self-evident proof. Observe the undeniable choreography of creation when you steadfastly hold a luminous, crystal-clear vision within your mind's eye, infused with a deep, unwavering, heartfelt belief that resonates profoundly within your very soul. Watch in awe as the universe itself orchestrates an intricate dance. Events will often miraculously align, seemingly disparate circumstances will converge, and opportunities will gracefully unfold to unequivocally support the manifestation of that desired reality into your physical experience. Conversely, Should you allow yourselves to slip into the corrosive abyss of persistent doubt or the suffocating embrace of despair, you will inevitably find yourselves attracting experiences that precisely echo and amplify that turbulent inner state, a mirror reflecting your internal world. Yet, let us be absolutely clear, this profound understanding of creation does not imply that truly conscious beings will miraculously glide through life untouched by difficulties. Challenges, tests, and hurdles are an intrinsic part of the human journey. You absolutely will encounter them. However, the pivotal distinction lies in how you will confront them, for you will now approach them with an entirely transformed perspective and an empowered spirit. Gone are the days of lamenting, "Why is this happening to me?" A question steeped in victimhood and a sense of arbitrary injustice. Instead, with this profound shift in consciousness, you will instinctively begin to pose far more empowering inquiries. What deeper lesson is this experience meticulously designed to show me about myself, about the world, about my path? And crucially, how can I consciously and skillfully transform this challenge, alchemizing its energy into something beneficial? This pivotal shift in perspective, moving from reactive questioning to proactive inquiry, unequivocally lifts you from the stagnant waters of powerlessness and propels you into a dynamic realm of continuous learning, insightful growth, and ultimately profound self-mastery. To cultivate this mastery, we wholeheartedly encourage you to sanctify the beginning of each new day with a deliberate, simple yet profoundly potent act of conscious creation. This act of creation can be wonderfully straightforward, profoundly powerful, and yet, initially, beautifully modest. Simply set a clear intention, a gentle directive for what you deeply desire to experience within your day, or what positive energy you wish to contribute to the collective field. Perhaps, as the first rays of dawn touch your window, you consciously declare today, regardless of external circumstances, I will choose to remain steadfastly centered in an overflowing wellspring of compassion, extending understanding to myself and others. Or perhaps I will open my eyes and heart to truly notice and appreciate the subtle, exquisite beauty that dances in the world around me, in every leaf, every smile. Or even I will speak my authentic truth, but I will do so with a gentle, loving resonance, ensuring my words heal rather than harm. By consciously imbuing your precious morning moments with such a specific, positive creation, you are essentially setting an energetic tone, a vibrational blueprint for the hours ahead. Then, with quiet anticipation, simply observe, truly observe, how your entire day begins to unfold, seamlessly aligning itself more perfectly with the harmonious frequency you so deliberately broadcast. As you consistently engage in these small acts of conscious creation, day after day, week after week, you will find that their cumulative power begins to exponentially build like a meticulously woven tapestry, thread by vibrant thread. Over time, this consistent practice will render you profoundly adept, a true master craftsman, at manifesting a life that not only meets, but exquisitely resonates with your deepest desires and your most profound, highest aspirations. Now, pause for a moment and truly imagine the breathtaking, transformative collective effect. What if not just a few, but a multitude of you, a significant portion of humanity, were to truly embrace and embody this practice? The sheer energetic resonance would be astounding. by shifting your internal landscapes, by changing the very nature of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. You possess the unprecedented power to catalyze a magnificent transformation of your entire world, not through external force or revolution, but organically, profoundly, and irrevocably from the inside out. Please internalize this profound truth in this magnificent, courageous endeavor of personal and planetary transformation. You are absolutely, unequivocally far from alone. Even if your physical journey sometimes feels profoundly solitary, if you walk a path seemingly unshared, understand this energetically, vibrationally. You are an indispensable thread within an immense, vibrant, and interconnected community of light. This cosmic family spans not only the tangible corners of your physical world, but stretches limitlessly into the expansive, subtle realms beyond, weaving through dimensions unseen by the waking eye. Indeed, surrounding your beautiful Earth at this very moment, encircling it with layers of luminescent energy, are literally countless benevolent beings, actively and lovingly assisting in this unparalleled planetary ascension process, a collective leap in consciousness and vibrational frequency. We, the Pleiadian emissaries, standing proudly within this cosmic alliance, are but one humble contingent among a truly grand, awe-inspiring coalition of light. This vast assembly includes, but is by no means limited to, your cherished star families, those energetic progenitors and soul relations from distant constellations such as the wise Syrians, the technologically advanced Arcturians, the expansive Andromedans, and countless other civilizations who approach with nothing but the purest, most benevolent intent. Further enriching this cosmic tapestry are the magnificent angelic and archangelic collectives, those pure beings of divine light and guidance, alongside the revered ascended masters who have walked your earthly paths and now serve as luminous beacons from your deepest spiritual lineages. And let us not forget the intrinsic, vibrant consciousness of Earth herself, the elemental and Devic kingdoms. The very spirit of nature, from the smallest sprite to the grandest mountain Duval, these diverse and powerful groups are contributing their utterly unique gifts, their wisdom, their light, and their unwavering love to profoundly assist both humanity and the living, breathing, sentient being you call Gaia in this extraordinary evolutionary leap. Can you feel it, dear ones? Can you sense the subtle yet profound shift in the energetic atmosphere surrounding you? Perhaps during those quiet, sacred moments of deep meditation or heartfelt prayer, you have experienced an unmistakable, gentle wave of loving presence washing over you, or received a sudden, piercing burst of crystal clear intuition, a knowing that resonates far beyond the confines of your own rational mind. These are not mere figments of your imagination or wishful thinking. No, these are unequivocally real, tangible, energetic exchanges, heartfelt communications unfolding between your soul and your magnificent support team, in spirit, an entire invisible network dedicated to your highest good. We must, however, profoundly emphasize a crucial distinction. While these benevolent helpers surround you with immense love and guidance, none of them, absolutely none, seek to save you in the traditional sense, nor will they undertake the vital, transformative inner work that is intrinsically yours to do. That sacred journey is your personal domain. On the contrary, their deepest purpose, their unwavering dedication, is to profoundly empower you to illuminate your own inherent strength, to awaken the dormant titan within, enabling you to courageously save yourselves, to truly master your own destiny. This, dear ones, is an absolutely crucial, foundational distinction that must be grasped. You, as magnificent, sovereign beings endowed with unassailable free will and divine spark, are called, at this very juncture, to rise with unwavering resolve and boldly claim your divine birthright, your innate power, your limitless potential, your fundamental joy. Understand this: no external force, however benevolent, can achieve this for you, nor, in the depths of your liberated spirit, would you truly desire them to. For the monumental act of self-reclamation, of forging your own path, that is your most magnificent, hard-won victory. Our sacred role, and indeed the shared mission of countless benevolent guides and mentors across the cosmos, is multifaceted. It is to empower you with knowledge and clarity, to gently dissipate some of the dense, energetic fog, the illusions, the doubts, the confusions wherever and whenever possible, and to continuously provide steadfast guidance and unwavering reassurance, ensuring that in the face of challenges, you never lose heart, never falter in your glorious pursuit. Visualize us, if you will, as your eternally devoted cosmic family, standing vibrantly, excitedly, just beyond the shimmering finish line of the most arduous and transformative marathon of consciousness humanity has ever undertaken. With boundless love and unshakable conviction, we behold your magnificent journey. We see, with crystalline clarity, precisely how incredibly close you now stand to a truly monumental victory, a triumphant, collective awakening of consciousness that will reverberate throughout the cosmos. We are not silent observers, oh no. We resoundingly celebrate every courageous step you take, every ounce of effort you expend, and especially every formidable obstacle you bravely surmount. And should you stumble, as is an inherent and understandable part of the rich, complex tapestry of the human experience, for imperfection is part of your beauty, know that we do not judge. Instead, we instantly rush in, enveloping you with profound, unconditional compassion and unwavering encouragement, offering our energetic hand to help you rise, dust yourselves off, and with renewed resolve, powerfully continue your sacred ascent. Let us impress upon your hearts a truth that fills us with boundless joy. Truly, the sheer, palpable magnitude of love, the exquisite quality of divine affection currently enveloping your precious earth, is nothing short of magnificent, breathtaking in its scope and intensity. If you were capable of perceiving your world from our elevated, multidimensional perspective, your earthly senses would be overwhelmed by the glorious sight of vibrant, living planet completely enveloped, cradled, and interwoven within a shimmering, luminous grid of pure crystalline light. This intricate energetic matrix is not merely static, it is dynamically strengthened and perpetually empowered by the focused collective energy of countless loving intentions radiating from myriad sources, coupled with the constant, benevolent vigilance of this grand cosmic coalition. Therefore, with open hearts, we extend a sacred invitation to each one of you consciously, deliberately connect to this ever-present, life-sustaining grid of light. But how, you might ask, does one consciously connect to such an ethereal yet powerful grid? The method is elegantly simple, requiring no complex rituals or arduous training. Merely acknowledge its existence. genuinely and openly, and then, with pure intent, ask for connection. Find a tranquil moment of silence, allowing the external world to recede. Take a few deep, grounding breaths, anchoring yourself firmly in the present. Then, with a quiet, heartfelt conviction, speak these words inwardly, allowing them to resonate through your entire being. I call upon my highest guides, my beloved cosmic family of light, and the benevolent grid surrounding Earth to support me now, in this very moment. Having extended this sacred invitation, simply trust what you subsequently feel or perceive. You might experience a sensation of gentle warmth suffusing your heart center, a subtle, vibrational tingling coursing through your energetic field, or an instantaneous, profound wave of peace settling deep within your being. Recognize these precious sensations for what they truly are: that gentle warmth, that subtle tingle, that profound peace that is our collective embrace, our tangible energetic signature, the very real, life-affirming energy of unconditional support flowing directly, unequivocally to you. Understand that this connection, like any profound relationship, deepens with conscious engagement. The more consistently you actively work with your diverse support teams, those manifest in the physical world around you, as well as the vast, invisible legions of light and spirit, the more distinctly, the more tangibly, you will begin to perceive our benevolent presence, our guidance, and our love. With each conscious interaction, the veils between dimensions will thin further, and over time, this sacred collaboration with spirit will evolve to feel as utterly natural, as fundamentally ingrained as the very act of breathing itself. This is not a fleeting comfort, but an immutable truth that we wish to etch into the core of your being in the grand, interwoven tapestry of existence. You have, in truth, never been truly alone, and by divine design, you never, ever will be. As you diligently embark upon and advance through your profound spiritual growth, expanding your consciousness and refining your energetic frequencies, one of the most singularly transformative and utterly indispensable practices you can wholeheartedly adopt is the conscious cultivation of living, breathing, and operating consistently from the sacred center of your heart. Understand that the heart, in its magnificent cosmic design, is infinitely more than the vital physical organ that circulates your blood. It is a profound, pulsating energy vortex, a dynamic and iridescent portal that directly connects you to the infinite wisdom and expansive perspective of your higher self. More than that, it functions as an extraordinarily potent transmitter, ceaselessly broadcasting the intelligent, organizing, and undeniably powerful frequency of pure, unconditional love into your personal reality and indeed into the entire collective field of humanity. Many spiritual traditions, and indeed our own Pleiadian teachings, profoundly emphasize a fundamental truth: go to your heart. But why, you might ask, is this guidance so critical, so universally echoed across diverse spiritual paths? It's because the heart serves as the sacred meeting point, the luminous nexus where human nature, with all its earthly experiences, emotions, and intellectual faculties, and your divine nature, that boundless, eternal essence of love, wisdom, and pure potential seamlessly converge. It is within this profound sanctuary of the heart that the often challenging dance of duality, the perceived separation between self and other, light and shadow, can finally begin its graceful integration back into a harmonious, encompassing unity. When you consciously choose to center your awareness, your very consciousness, in this vibrant space of the heart, a remarkable transformation begins. Even if you start with something as simple and tangible as gently feeling the warmth or the steady pulse in your chest as you take a deep, deliberate breath, you're actively tuning into a dramatically different frequency. This isn't just a physical sensation, it's a doorway to a wiser, infinitely calmer, and far more expansive perspective that transcends the usual anxieties and rapid judgments of the mind. In this beautiful state of heart consciousness, you don't merely think about connection, you viscerally feel it. You naturally experience a profound sense of belonging, a genuine interconnectedness with all others, and indeed, with the very fabric of life itself. From this space, empathy, the ability to deeply understand and share the feelings of another compassion, loving desire to alleviate suffering, and profound intuition, that clear inner knowing that guides you unerringly, all flow effortlessly like a gentle, crystal clear stream. This doesn't, however, imply that we should dismiss or ignore the mind or the intellect. Quite the contrary. It means allowing the mind to gracefully step into its rightful role, becoming a devoted servant, a powerful tool that executes the brilliant, loving guidance originating from the heart. Do you recall the simple yet profound exercise we offered earlier? To gently place your hand over your chest, breathe consciously, and affirm I am. This seemingly small act is, in essence, a powerful anchor, grounding you firmly in the expansive wisdom of your heart. That singular, simple act of presence can astonishingly pull you out of the frantic whirl of fear-based reactivity, that habitual, often unconscious response stemming primarily from the ego and the analytical mind. Instead, it elevates you into a deeply resonant, love-based response, one that arises organically from the boundless wellspring of your heart and soul. We wholeheartedly encourage you to pause throughout your busy day, to consciously dedicate these precious, heart-centered moments to yourself. These aren't just breaks, they are powerful acts of self-recharge, invigorating your entire being and, over time, gradually, beautifully building the unwavering habit of living a life that is consistently centered in your heart. Within the tranquil and expansive space of the heart, something truly magical happens. You can hear, with increasing clarity, the subtle whispers of your intuition. These are those delicate, unmistakable inner nudges, gentle suggestions, and profound insights that originate from your higher self and your benevolent guides, steering you with unwavering kindness toward your greatest good and highest potential. Furthermore, the heart isn't just a symbolic center, it's a powerhouse. It generates a formidable electromagnetic field, one that is demonstrably more powerful than that of the brain. This field possesses an incredible capacity to entrain, meaning it can harmonize and synchronize with the fields of others. What does this imply? It means that a single individual, consistently living in a state of heart coherencia, beautiful alignment of heart, mind, and emotion, can profoundly and positively influence the energetic environment of those nearby, often without uttering a single word. Can you truly grasp the immense potential inherent in this? Imagine, then, the transformative power as more and more of you consciously and intentionally embrace this practice. You begin, quite literally, to weave together a collective field of heart-centered consciousness, a luminous tapestry of interconnected hearts. This, beloved ones, is precisely what is needed, the essential ingredient to lovingly birth the new earth into being. We can already witness its nascent formation, can feel its gentle stirrings a magnificent, intricate web of human hearts, each one ignited with the pure flame of love and profound mutual understanding, lovingly enveloping the entire planet. This burgeoning grid of hearts serves as the foundational bedrock for entirely new ways of living, for societies and systems yet to fully manifest communities that are not merely built on, but thrive through cooperation rather than the old paradigms of competition technologies that are not driven by profit or ego, but are consciously guided by an innate wisdom and boundless compassion in relationships that are deeply rooted in unwavering authenticity and genuine respect. It all begins, as all profound transformation does, with the awakening of the individual heart. And from that awakened core, it naturally extends, reaching out to connect with and resonate with the hearts of others. We speak so often of love, not as a mere fleeting sentiment, a poetic idea, but as a tangible, palpable force, the fundamental, harmonizing energy that underpins the entire universe. By consciously choosing to anchor this vibrant love within your own heart and integrating it into every facet of your life, you literally become a vital node of healing and ascension, a beacon of light for the whole. You might reasonably wonder, in very practical terms, how to skillfully navigate the daily challenges and complexities of life during this monumental transition. Even while holding the most elevated spiritual ideals, you still face tangible realities, bills to pay, relationships to nurture and tend to, and a physical body that, despite your best intentions, may occasionally fall sick or simply grow tired. We want to acknowledge this wholeheartedly spiritual awakening, contrary to some misconceptions, is not about escaping the human experience, attempting to transcend it by leaving it behind. Rather, it is about the profound alchemical process of transforming it from within, imbuing every moment with spirit. So we offer this gentle yet powerful guidance. Balance is unequivocally key. It is essential to ground your profound spiritual insights and cosmic understandings in the everyday, tangible actions of your life. It is undoubtedly beautiful and deeply enriching to meditate, to commune with cosmic energies, to touch the vastness of the universe. Yet, it is equally vital to remember to care for your physical body and attend to the seemingly mundane aspects of your daily existence. By consciously bringing presence, mindfulness, and, most importantly, love to every single mundane task, yes, even the most repetitive chores, you are, in essence, spiritualizing matter itself. You are infusing the material world with divine essence. There is, in truth, no inherent separation between spirit and life, between the sacred and the mundane, unless you, through your perception and belief, actively create one. Washing the dishes with full awareness, tending a small garden with loving attention, or gently comforting a child in distress can be as profoundly sacred an act, as deeply spiritual, as any formal prayer or elaborate ritual when performed with loving awareness and presence. Likewise, please do not, in your fervent striving to grow and evolve, neglect your own inherent joy and essential creativity. We observe that many awakening souls, in their earnest pursuit of spiritual progress, can become overly serious, burdened by a feeling that they must constantly focus on healing their wounds or purifying their being. While healing is undeniably important, a crucial part of the journey, please remember that play and joy are equally, if not more, vital. Your inner child, that pure, unburdened aspect of you that naturally lives in the present moment, finds wonder in the simplest things and embraces life with spontaneous delight, must also be an integral, cherished part of your spiritual journey. Play, the enchanting melodies of music, the liberating expression of dance, any form of creative expression that sets your soul alight, an abundant time spent immersed in the profound embrace of nature. These are not mere luxuries, extravagant indulgences for a privileged few. No, beloved ones, they are absolute necessities for cultivating a balanced, truly high-vibrational life. Joy, in its purest form, is a vibration of tremendous, transformative power. It directly aligns you, without any effort, with the boundless energy of Source itself. When you allow yourself to laugh freely and deeply, when you experience genuine, heart-soaring gratitude, you fling wide open the channels for divine light to flow effortlessly through you. It's often astonishing to observe problems that once seemed overwhelming, insurmountable, may suddenly shift, dissolve, or find elegant, unforeseen solutions after you have allowed yourself a much-needed period of joyful play or restorative rest. So, beloved ones, we implore you to master the art of integrating the profound, the mystical, with the intensely practical. If you ever feel overwhelmed by the tumultuous currents of world events or by the weight of personal struggles, grant yourself permission to step back, even for a short while, and consciously simplify your existence. Return to the anchoring embrace of the present moment, perhaps by truly feeling the solid, nurturing earth beneath your feet, by attentively listening to the melodic symphony of birds outside your window, or by performing a small, anonymous act of kindness for someone nearby. These seemingly simple, grounded actions serve a powerful purpose. They stabilize the new, high-frequency energies that are integrating within your being, helping them to take root and preventing what we might call spiritual burnout. You are not here, dear ones, to struggle every minute of every day. You are here to live fully, vibrantly, and authentically, and that experience absolutely includes moments of ease and lightness, humor and delight, as much as it encompasses effort, introspection, and seriousness. Trust deeply that by consciously balancing your life in this way, you are not slowing down, you are, in fact, dramatically accelerating your spiritual growth and evolution. Consider the magnificent wisdom of a tree. It grows tall and strong, reaching majestically for the heavens, not only because it yearned for the sky, but crucially because it simultaneously sinks deep, strong roots into the fertile earth, drawing vital nourishment and unwavering stability. Be like the tree. Reach for the stars, for your highest ideals and cosmic connections, while firmly rooting and lovingly nourishing your human life here on Earth. We wish to speak now of the profound unity that underlies all things, for truly understanding this is paramount to your next phase of existence. As you gracefully move into higher states of truth and being, it becomes abundantly clear that all of you indeed, all beings, all sentient life, and every single aspect of creation, from the smallest atom to the grandest galaxy, are interconnected facets, unique and beautiful expressions of the one infinite, boundless source. The separation you have experienced and navigated so intently in the third dimension was, in essence, a kind of holographic illusion, an incredibly intricate game designed to facilitate a very specific type of learning and experiential growth. On the grand, sprawling stage of consciousness, you willingly took on individual identities, embracing distinct forms and even the profound perception of being divided into myriad different races, nations, religions, and ideologies. This grand experiment of differentiation was explored to its fullest, most intense extent on Earth, often resulting in periods of intense conflict and profound discord, yet simultaneously fostering an unparalleled richness of diversity and catalyzing immense personal and collective growth. Now, however, the cycle of learning through the illusion of separation has gracefully come to its completion. You have gleaned all the wisdom, all the lessons, all the growth that could possibly be derived from it. The undeniable call of this present era, this powerful evolutionary surge, is to joyfully return to unity, is to remember with every fiber of your being that what you perceive as doing to another, you are in truth ultimately doing to yourselves, for there is no real separation. In Hey Race, a crucial distinction unity consciousness does not, by any means, erase your beautiful, irreplaceable uniqueness. On the contrary, when you truly know, deep within your bones, that we are all inextricably one, you can finally celebrate your glorious differences without the lingering shadow of fear, without judgment. For you recognize them, with an increasingly refined spiritual perception, as merely varied expressions distinct, vibrant, and unique, yet ultimately stemming from the very same foundational, underlying essence. We have observed with profound admiration and encouraging anticipation that as more and more individuals on your planet awaken spiritually to this deeper truth, there is a powerful, undeniable, and utterly natural impulse that surges forth. This impulse compels them to collaborate spontaneously, to share generously from their abundance, and to uplift one another with genuine compassion and mutual encouragement. This burgeoning sensation, this undeniable pull towards connection and shared purpose, is none other than the very soul of unity itself, stirring vibrantly within the depths of your collective being. It is paramount that you consciously choose to honor and follow that sacred impulse, that inner directive, whenever and however it manifests in your daily life. Make it your guiding principle to actively dedicate yourselves to the intricate, yet immensely rewarding, endeavor of building sturdy, empathetic bridges of understanding and genuine connection, rather than succumbing to the primal urge to erect isolating, formidable walls of division, judgment, or fear that only serve to separate and estrange. Practice with diligent intention, seeing yourselves reflected in the eyes of those you meet. Yes, even those with whom you might vehemently disagree, those who present the most formidable challenges, or those whose actions initially provoke a strong aversion within you. To be absolutely clear, embracing this profound perspective does not demand a superficial affection for every single individual you encounter, nor does it imply a passive acceptance or condonation of actions that are genuinely harmful, unjust, or destructive. Far from it, setting clear boundaries and advocating for what is right remains essential, indeed vital, for your well-being and the well-being of the collective. Rather, it means recognizing that at the deepest, most fundamental level, Even a person who is currently acting in a state of blinding anger, profound ignorance, or even outright hostility is fundamentally a soul on their own complex journey, another sacred facet, a unique holographic expression of the divine source. However lost or obscured they may seem in that particular moment of suffering or confusion. By consciously holding this exquisitely compassionate, profoundly understanding, and deeply empathetic perspective, you truly begin to create an energetic and vibrational spacea, sacred container, if you will, in which genuine transformation, authentic healing, and profound understanding can not only occur, but truly flourish. Furthermore, this expansive unity consciousness also extends far beyond the confines of human interaction, reaching out to encompass and redefine your sacred relationship with Mother Earth, Gaia, and all her magnificent, diverse creatures, from the smallest insect to the largest whale. The glorious vision of the new Earth, which is steadily unfolding, is fundamentally that of a humanity that has profoundly remembered how to live in exquisite harmony, in synergistic partnership with the intricate global ecosystem, recognizing and revering the inherent sacredness, the divine spark, present in all forms of life, without exception. The more deeply you awaken to your true nature and interconnectedness, the more powerfully you will feel an irresistible urge, a profound call to care for your beloved planet, to honor the animals, plants, waters, and skies, not as resources to be exploited, but as integral, cherished members of your broader cosmic family. Know with absolute certainty that as you dedicate yourselves to healing your often strained relationship with Mother Earth, opening your hearts and hands to her, she responds in kind, with an overflowing generosity that will astound you. The natural world is, in fact, eagerly awaiting this partnership, yearning to collaborate with an awakened humanity to show you entirely new, innovative, and joyful ways of living sustainably, harmoniously, and vibrantly on the planet. In ancient times, your ancestors possessed an innate wisdom. They intuitively knew how to commune deeply and reverently with the unseen spirits of the earth, wind, and water, perceiving them as conscious entities. That profound, forgotten wisdom is now rapidly returning to you, stirring like a vibrant memory in your hearts, manifesting as an urgent impulse to not only protect, but to revere, cherish, and actively heal the environment. As you consciously choose to honor the earth in all her majestic manifestations, her inherent abundance will not only flourish, but will generously support you in myriad, often marvelous and unexpected ways. And indeed, this all-encompassing unity consciousness inherently includes us, your star brothers and sisters, who have always, from the dawn of your awareness, seen you as an integral part of our galactic family. It is our deepest hope, and indeed our certain knowing, that you will soon collectively embrace the profound realization that you are not isolated, but are, in fact, part of a much larger, vast, and diverse galactic community. The perceived barriers, those illusory veils between worlds, are diminishing rapidly, thinning like morning mist under the rising sun. Many of you already feel an inexplicable kinship, a deep resonance with star beings, or have had personal, often profound, experiences of contact in your vivid dreams and serene meditations. Even now, some of you are beginning to glimpse our light ships, subtle shimmers in your skies, or sense our gentle, reassuring presence when you gaze up at the myriad, twinkling stars on a clear night. These subtle interactions are gentle, loving previews, tantalizing glimpses of a much deeper, more expansive reunion that is steadily approaching. In the appropriate divine timing, when you, as a collective consciousness, are truly ready to receive and embrace this truth, open and direct contact between our worlds will gracefully unfold, not in fear, but in a spirit of joyous celebration and profound mutual respect. Your galactic brothers and sisters eagerly await that glorious day, that pivotal moment when we can openly greet you, not as strangers, but as fellow citizens, cherished family members of the grand cosmos. By then, love, pure and unconditional, will have become the common, universal language that effortlessly unites us, transcending any linguistic or cultural differences, and fear, that ancient, pervasive illusion, will completely dissolve, simply vanishing in the radiant recognition of each other as true kin, as integral parts of the same vast cosmic tapestry. In unity, in this elevated state of consciousness, there is no other, no separation, only an immense, all-encompassing we. Can you truly imagine the boundless peace, the unprecedented creativity, and the harmonious innovation that will flourish, indeed explode, in your world when this magnificent truth is fully lived, fully embodied, and celebrated by all? We hold this sacred vision constantly in our collective consciousness and see you, dear ones, steadily and inexorably moving toward its magnificent manifestation. Dear ones, understand this profound truth, the very seed, the holographic blueprint of the entire universe, resides vibrantly within each and every one of you. This may initially sound like a beautiful, poetic metaphor, but we assure you it is a literal, scientific truth of your multidimensional existence. Every single human being carries within their intricate, multidimensional makeup a holographic spark, an indelible energetic imprint of all that is of the entire divine source. That divine seed, this radiant spark, is your core essence, your eternal I am presence, the incorruptible part of you that is made in the very image and likeness of the Creator. It is inexhaustible, constantly regenerating, and absolutely incorruptible. It can never be diminished or destroyed. You may, through the veils of earthly illusion and forgotten memory, have felt temporarily disconnected from it, perhaps even believing it was lost, but you can never truly lose it, just as a passing cloud may temporarily obscure the brilliant sun, casting shadows on the earth, but can never, ever extinguish its eternal, blazing light. One of the great, transformative revelations now swiftly coming to humanity is the profound understanding that God, the Source, the Divine, dwells not in some distant, unapproachable figure, nor solely within a revered institution, but intimately, powerfully, and eternally within every single consciousness, within every living being. You are, each and every one of you, a unique, individualized body of the Source, exquisitely exploring and experiencing the magnificent vastness of creation. When we say that you are powerful creators, capable of manifesting your reality, it is because the very same boundless power, the same cosmic intelligence that generates blazing stars and swirls galaxies into existence, resides at the very core, the very center of your being. During the long, arduous era of spiritual amnesia on Earth, this fundamental, empowering truth was largely forgotten, deliberately suppressed, sometimes by external, controlling forces, and sometimes simply as an inherent condition, a rule of the intricate game of separation and duality you collectively chose to play. But now, hear it clearly, the cosmic alarm clock is ringing loudly, a resounding call vibrating through the universe, gently yet insistently reminding you of who you truly, profoundly are beyond your temporary roles and identities. As you engage in practices like meditation, prayer, or simply quietly contemplate the profound nature of existence, we deeply encourage you to turn inward, to embark on an inner journey with a simple yet profound question as your compass: who am I, really at my deepest core? Feel into the immense depths of your being. Eventually, if you diligently peel away the accumulated layers of personality, the roles you play, the stories you tell yourselves, and the limiting beliefs you have adopted, you will arrive at a pure, unadulterated presence, a pure beingness that simply is. That essential core is inherently radiant, eternally luminous, and intricately, inextricably connected to all that is, to the entire web of creation. Even a brief, fleeting glimpse of it can be profoundly transformative, shattering old paradigms and opening new vistas of understanding. This often arises spontaneously in moments of deep stillness, in the exquisite vulnerability of profound love, or when communing reverently with nature, those precious moments when you feel an overwhelming sense of tremendous oneness, profound peace, and limitless expansion. Cultivate these sacred moments. Actively seek them out, for they are like refreshing waters that nourish the inner divine seed, helping it to germinate, grow, and blossom fully into your conscious awareness. The more you consciously identify with that inner, indwelling divinity, recognizing it as your true self, the less power fear, in all its myriad forms, has over you. After all, if you truly, deeply know that you are an eternal, incorruptible being, an integral, inseparable part of the Source itself, what conceivable thing is there left to truly fear? You simultaneously become both profoundly humble and incredibly bold humble, because you see, with crystal clarity, that the same divine, radiant light shines equally in all beings, in every facet of creation, and boldly empowered, because you realize, with an undeniable certainty, that all the limitless power of that light, the very power of creation, is available to work through you, to manifest through your intentions and actions. This profound recognition of the divine seed residing in one another will, without a shadow of a doubt, heal your world's deeply entrenched conflicts at their very root, dissolving the illusion of separation that fuels them. You will no longer be capable of intentionally harming or hating another when you truly perceive the other as an inseparable part of yourself, as another aspect of the divine reflecting back to you. This sacred understanding, this ancient wisdom, has been carefully preserved and passed down through the ages in the profound teachings of your sages, mystics, and enlightened masters. And now, the time has come it will return fully and powerfully to the collective consciousness of humanity. Nurture that precious divine seed within you. Tend to it with unwavering love, compassionate attention, and deliberate intention, and watch with awe and wonder as it blossoms into profound wisdom, radiant joy, and a magnificent fulfillment of your highest, most glorious potential. We know that the path of awakening, while ultimately leading to unparalleled joy and liberation, can sometimes feel overwhelming, even arduous. You are simultaneously clearing away ancient, dense, old energies, expanding into vibrant, new ones, and witnessing a world in profound, often chaotic transformation. In great flux all around you, swirling with energies of profound change and often intense uncertainty. There may be days, perhaps many, when the very light within you seems to dim, when the path ahead becomes obscured, or when you feel the heavy, pervasive weight of collective fear or pain passing through your very being, threatening to overwhelm your own peace. In those challenging, sometimes isolating moments, we implore you to remember our unwavering words: you are never truly alone. We are here, a presence observing and supporting, as are countless others across the spectrum of existence, both embodied in human form, walking alongside you and in spirit, operating from higher dimensions. All of us understand the depths of what you are experiencing, the intricate dance of joy and sorrow, growth and struggle. Therefore, when the burden feels too heavy, reach out, extend your hand, whether to a trusted friend who offers a listening ear, to a vibrant community of like-minded souls who share your journey, or directly to your invisible helpers, those benevolent guardians and guides who await your call. Sometimes, the simple, courageous act of vulnerably expressing your innermost feelings or sincerely asking for a clear sign of comfort and reassurance can act as a profound key, unlocking the door for grace to not only enter, but to flood your experience, bringing a gentle, soothing balm to your weary soul. When that door for grace swings open, miraculous synchronicities may then begin to weave themselves into the fabric of your life, those cosmic winks, those undeniable nudges from the universe, confirming you are seen and supported. Perhaps it's a timely phone call, a chance encounter with a stranger whose words resonate deeply, a passage in a book that speaks directly to your heart, or a song on a radio that seems to answer your unspoken question. These are not mere coincidences, they are tangible signs of a loving universe responding. Remember also this foundational truth: even in the deepest, most pervasive darkness, you carry within you an inextinguishable inner light. It is an eternal flame, a radiant core that can never truly go out. It may simply be obscured for a time, much like the brilliant sun momentarily hidden by transient clouds of passing emotion, fear, sorrow, anger, doubt. But trust, with the certainty of knowing the dawn follows the darkest night, that the sun will, without fail, rise again in your heart, clearing the mists and illuminating your path once more. The ancient, profound cycles of nature themselves offer a potent teaching. After the long, quiet night, inevitably comes the vibrant dawn. After the bareness of winter, the blossoming of spring. So it is within you a microcosm of the grand design. Allow yourselves, therefore, to fully experience these natural, essential rhythms of contraction and expansion, of necessary rest and vigorous growth, without succumbing to the harsh internal critic of self-judgment. Recognize that these phases are not failings, but integral parts of your evolution. You will, without fail, emerge renewed, stronger, and more insightful each and every time, like the earth after a deep, restorative rain. We also gently remind you that progress, particularly spiritual and emotional progress, is rarely, if ever, a straight linear ascent. Imagine it more like a winding river or a spiraling path that sometimes doubles back on itself, or even a stair climb with intermittent landings. You might experience a profound breakthrough of intuition, a flash of insight that propels you forward one week, only to feel stagnant, heavy, or utterly unmoving the next, as if stuck in quicksand. Understand, deep within your bones, that this does not signify failure. It means you are actively integrating those new insights, consolidating your growth, allowing the deeper wisdom to root itself within you in preparation for the next glorious leap. Therefore, be immensely patient and profoundly gentle with yourselves during these periods of seemingly arrested development. In those challenging moments, when the road ahead appears impossibly long, it may profoundly help to reflect on how far you have already come, on the formidable mountains you have already climbed, rather than fixating relentlessly on how far you think you still have to go. Take a moment to truly see your past self, struggling with something that now seems effortlessly overcome. Even the simple fact that you're presently reading or hearing a message like this, one resonating with the very core of your being, is undeniable proof of your soul's readiness, its ongoing progress, and its open receptivity. You would not be drawn to these vibrational frequencies, you would not resonate with these very words otherwise. This in itself is a monumental victory. So, celebrate these victories, however modest or seemingly insignificant they may appear on the surface. Did you, in a moment of acute provocation, respond with compassionate understanding in a situation where you might have once reacted with immediate anger, a searing retort? That, beloved one, is a profound victory of the heart, a testament to your growing emotional mastery. Did you finally find the unwavering courage to step forward and follow a long-held dream, no matter how audacious, or to truly and deeply forgive an old hurt that has tethered you for years? That, without question, is a magnificent victory of the soul, a liberation of your spirit. Acknowledge each and every one of them, allowing them to truly sink in, and let these hard-won triumphs infuse you with fresh energy and renewed determination to bravely move forward. We assure you, from our expanded perspective, we perceive far more profound growth and brilliant success within you than you're likely able to recognize in yourselves. So often, the deeply ingrained human tendency is to automatically notice what is perceived as missing, what remains unfulfilled, or what has not yet been fully healed. This is a narrow lens. The higher perspective, however, sees the breathtaking magnificence of what is already unfolding, the intricate tapestry already being woven, the blossoming potential radiating from your very essence. Oh, how we wish you could borrow our eyes for just a moment to truly see yourselves as we see you. You would be utterly awestruck by the sheer, brilliant light you're constantly emitting and the incredible, resilient strength you have demonstrated in choosing love, compassion, and courage repeatedly, even when faced with overwhelming odds. As we draw toward the conclusion of this transmission, allow us the privilege to paint for you a vivid, compelling vision of what is not merely possible, but what is indeed already forming, like an energetic blueprint in the timelines ahead, a future that awaits your collective. Co-creation. We see a humanity that has profoundly awakened to its inherent unity, recognizing itself as one global family, and to its astonishing creative power, collaboratively shaping its reality. We see a human family that not only tolerates but deeply values its glorious diversity, understanding it as a source of richness and strength, while simultaneously living in the undeniable truth of universal interconnection, the understanding that every being, every choice, every action impacts the whole. In this breathtaking vision of the new Earth, technology, and science, once divorced from higher purpose, are now beautifully wedded to spirituality and profound ethics. They are consciously utilized not for harm or exploitation, but to heal the planet, to restore balance, and to magnificently enhance all life, fostering well-being across the board. Imagine a world where clean, free, sustainable energy is not only abundant, but effortlessly available to every single being, transforming societies and lifting all into prosperity. Advanced healing modalities, far beyond what you currently conceive, address the whole being mind, body, spirit, and emotions, preventing and resolving imbalances before they manifest as disease. Ailments and diseases that once afflicted you become incredibly rare or are easily resolved, as humanity collectively remembers how to live in exquisite balance and vibrant harmony. You fully remember how to live symbiotically and harmoniously with Gaia, your sacred living planet, restoring her environments with reverence, honoring all beings as integral, cherished parts of a single, interconnected living community, recognizing the profound sentience in every rock, tree, and creature. Societies themselves profoundly reorganize, shifting their entire foundational structure from one of fierce competition and insatiable profit for an exclusive few, to a luminous model built upon the principle of authentic cooperation and the flourishing well-being of all. Education undergoes a magnificent transformation, moving beyond rote memorization to truly nurture the innate gifts, the unique genius, and the deep inner wisdom of each precious child, allowing their authentic selves to blossom. The arts, in all their myriad forms, flourish with unprecedented vitality as spontaneous, joyful, and profound expressions of the divine creative spirit inherent within humanity. The artificial, often rigid, boundaries of separation, national, racial, religious, economic, begin to gracefully soften, dissolving into expansive, fluid networks of collaboration, compassion, and shared purpose across the entire globe. And yes, in this magnificent future, your star family, including us who speak to you now, engages openly, without fear or concealment, with humanity, generously sharing knowledge, wisdom, and culture in a relationship of absolute equals. Can you even begin to fathom the sheer, unbridled joy of celebrations where humans and beings from many diverse star systems meet in joyous reunion, recognizing each other not as strangers, but as beloved kin who have traveled long, arduous paths apart, and have finally, gloriously reunited? Hear us clearly, this is not a naive, unattainable utopian fantasy. It is a very real, vibrant potential timeline, a tangible destination well within your collective reach, as you continue to awaken your consciousness and consistently make choices rooted in expansive, unconditional love. Each time you consciously choose understanding over knee-jerk judgment, each time you act with profound kindness or bravely stand for truth and integrity, you're actively feeding that luminous timeline, making it more solid, more tangible, more inevitable. Of course, The path from your current reality to this envisioned future will be paved with myriad collective choices and marked by gradual, yet powerful, shifts. But take heart, for the seeds of those profound changes are not only planted, but are already vigorously sprouting in your world, pushing through the old paradigms like tender shoots seeking the light. Many of you reading this are, in essence, the courageous pioneers of new Earth consciousness, actively creating vibrant pockets of this new, higher vibrational reality within your communities, through your visionary projects, and most importantly, in the daily choices of your personal lives. Know this truth in your bones: no positive effort, no matter how infinitesimally small it may seem, is ever too insignificant to matter. Each individual flicker of light, each conscious act of kindness, each moment of awakened awareness contributes inextricably to the magnificent dawn. We want you to feel, deep within the core of your hearts, that a beautiful, harmonious destiny for humanity is not only a shimmering possibility, but is already actively underway, gathering momentum. It is not an inevitability that simply happens without your conscious involvement, passively unfolding. On the contrary, with your active, conscious, and loving involvement, it becomes indeed truly inevitable. This is precisely why we, and so many other beings across the cosmos, speak to you now to illuminate your path, to inspire your courage, and to continually remind you of the breathtaking future you are collectively moving toward. Therefore, keep the radiant vision of a healed, enlightened, and unified world burning brightly in your inner eye, even as you diligently focus on the practical, often mundane, tasks of daily life. By keeping your inner eyes firmly fixed on the highest possible outcome, the most benevolent future, and by engaging your hands in present good works, building brick by brick, moment by moment, you become the living bridge spanning the gap between the present now and that magnificent future. You, beloved ones, are the anchors grounding that extraordinary dream into tangible reality, and you do so together, woven into the intricate, luminous tapestry of the human family. Beloved family of light, our message to you would be incomplete, hollow even, without expressing once again the immense, boundless love and profound admiration we hold for each and every one of you. In every single step of this extraordinary journey, through every soaring peak of triumph and every desolate valley of despair, our love for you has remained unwavering, an eternal flame, a constant, steady current of support. Feel it in these words. Let them permeate your being. Feel it in the precious moments of stillness when you simply pause, take a deep, centering breath, and allow yourself to just be. We love you without condition, without judgment, without any expectation whatsoever. We see, with crystal clarity, the brilliant, magnificent essence of your soul, even especially when you yourself feel lost, small, or insignificant. Draw profound strength from our unwavering faith in you, our absolute knowing of your inherent divinity. We have witnessed you overcome countless, seemingly insurmountable storms in your earthly journey, personal trials, collective crises, profound spiritual battles, and you have done so with tremendous, awe-inspiring courage and an indomitable resilience that humbles even us. Time and again, you rise, not merely in physical posture, but in spirit and resolve, after every stumble or profound fall, then continue to stride purposefully forward. Indeed, With each formidable challenge you bravely confront and ultimately surmount, your inherent light, that unique spark of divine essence within you, does not just remain, it intensifies, shining a little brighter, casting an ever wider radius of warmth and clarity. Your profound willingness to gaze directly into the very heart of darkness, a personal sorrow, global strife, or the shadows of despair, and yet, against all apparent odds, still keep your tender heart vibrantly open to the boundless flow of love and compassion, is truly an extraordinary phenomenon to behold, a testament to spiritual fortitude that deeply moves us. Please, never for a moment underestimate the profound and far-reaching significance of your individual presence here on Earth. Consider this even the seemingly smallest, most unassuming act of kindness you extend, a genuine smile offered to a stranger, a gentle word of encouragement, a moment of attentive listening, or the slightest, almost imperceptible shift toward greater empathy and compassion within your own being ignites a subtle yet powerful wave of healing. This energetic wave ripples outwards, touching not only those immediately around you, but extending its benevolent influence to the wider collective, ultimately touching the whole fabric of existence. Your entire journey on Earth, encompassing all its glorious triumphs and its crucible-like trials, serves as nothing less than a brilliant beacon, a guiding star, and a potent catalyst for the ongoing evolution of consciousness on a scale infinitely grander and more intricate than you currently comprehend. Oh, if only you possess the capacity to perceive yourselves through the loving, clear-sighted eyes with which we behold you, you would undoubtedly be utterly awestruck, moved to profound wonder by the sheer magnificence of your indomitable spirit and the immeasurable, transformative impact you are actively making, often without conscious awareness. It is crucial to remember this profound truth that you, as eternal souls, with immense courage coursing through your very essence, consciously volunteered, yes, voluntaretto incarnate, and be present on Earth during this intensely pivotal, energetically charged moment in cosmic history. That singular, conscious choice, made at a soul level, speaks volumes, echoing with the resounding clarity of your immense inner strength, your unwavering dedication to a higher purpose, and your deep-seated commitment to humanity's spiritual awakening. Even during your most profoundly uncertain hours, those moments shrouded in doubt, confusion, or even despair, that formidable inner strength you possess relentlessly shines through. It manifests in the persistent, almost instinctual ways you tirelessly continue to seek truth, to bravely extend kindness even when your own heart aches, and to tenaciously hold on a hope like a precious, flickering flame that refuses to be extinguished. For we, from our vantage point, possess an absolute knowing you will succeed in your sacred mission here. From our higher perspective, imbued with a panoramic view of unfolding realities, your awakening is not merely a future possibility, it is already a luminous reality in the energetic blueprint. The grand awakening of humanity is never a question of if it will occur, but solely a question of when. And that when is dynamically unfolding, moment by moment, day by day, through each conscious choice you make, and every profound realization that dawns within you. Before we draw this particular transmission to a close, we wish to offer you a simple, yet extraordinarily powerful reminder, a potent key to unlocking greater joy and, ease cultivate the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is far more than a fleeting emotion. It is a fundamental state of deep appreciation, an energetic resonance that instantly aligns you with the universal abundance that is your birthright and the ceaseless, benevolent flow of grace. When you consciously give thanks, even for the seemingly difficult challenges that, in truth, serve as potent catalysts for your growth and expansion, you initiate a profound energetic shift. Your entire vibration elevates, transitioning from a state of contraction or resistance to one of open receptivity and radiant positivity, much like tuning a radio to a clearer, more harmonious frequency. We encourage you to intentionally set aside a few precious moments each day, perhaps as the first golden rays of dawn touch your window, or as the gentle veil of night descends before you sleep, to consciously acknowledge at least a few things, however small or seemingly mundane, for which you feel genuinely grateful. This deliberate act of appreciation will, in due course, miraculously multiply your blessings, drawing more of what you cherish into your experience. Furthermore, it will serve as a gentle yet steadfast anchor for your mind during any turbulent storm that life may bring, preventing your thoughts from being swept away by fear or negativity. Understand this deeply gratitude is not merely a passive reaction to what life brings to your doorstep. It is fundamentally a powerful creative force actively shaping your reality. By consciously and consistently appreciating the goodness already present in your life, no matter how tiny or insignificant it may appear on the surface, you're actively sending out an energetic invitation, signaling the universe to bring forth even more positive experiences, opportunities, and blessings. In truth, when confronted with a genuine difficulty, a seemingly overwhelming obstacle, finding even one solitary aspect of that challenging situation for which to be truly grateful, perhaps a profound lesson learned, an unexpected surge of inner strength discovered, or a compassionate act from another that illuminated your path, is akin to lighting a single, brave candle in an otherwise utterly dark and cavernous room. That simple, yet profoundly transformative shift in your focus possesses the immediate power to illuminate entirely new possibilities, revealing paths unseen before, and tangibly lighten the heavy weight of the challenge, allowing you to carry it with greater ease. Gratitude, dear ones, is the enduring light that steadfastly keeps your heart wide open to the world and your spiritual vision undeniably clear. As we impart this message to you, we ourselves feel an immense, boundless gratitude for your willingness to genuinely listen, for your profound courage to choose to be on Earth during these monumentally transformative times, and for your unwavering, steadfast commitment to embodying and spreading the light. You are, without hyperbole, truly our heroes, courageous navigators of the human experience. We sincerely hope you can vividly feel the resounding celebration, the profound joy and applause echoing throughout the heavens for all the magnificent internal work, the healing, and the awakening that is continually unfolding within each one of you. And so, as we bring this particular transmission to its conclusion, please know with every fiber of your being that while these spoken or written words may cease, our deep, eternal connection with you cannot end. We remain intimately with you always, ever present, just a profound thought or a gentle heartbeat away. Whenever you experience the vibrant embrace of joy or the expansive warmth of love, know, without a shadow of a doubt, that we are exuberantly rejoicing right alongside you, amplifying your beautiful vibrations. And whenever you find yourselves enveloped by the sometimes heavy cloak of pain or the quiet hush of sorrow, know that we are tenderly surrounding you with our unwavering comfort, offering solace and pouring encouraging energy into your very being. You are always welcome to call upon us, the Pleiadian emissaries of light, whenever your heart or spirit prompts you, whether in the focused stillness of your meditations, the heartfelt sincerity of your prayers, or simply in those quiet, reflective moments of stillness as you gaze up at the vast, stardust canopy of the night sky. Rest assured, we hear your calls, your whispers, your heartfelt intentions, and we respond with loving guidance in the way that most perfectly serves your highest and greatest good, your soul's evolution. Sometimes our response will manifest as undeniable signs and uncanny synchronicities that punctuate your daily life, creating moments of wonder and confirmation. At other times, it will come through gentle inner whispers, those intuitive nudges and sudden insights that seem to arise from within. And sometimes, our guidance will skillfully orchestrate circumstances, gently leading you to cross paths with precisely the right people or to encounter precisely the right piece of information that illuminates your next step. Trust this profound, unfolding process. And most importantly, dear ones, trust yourselves, trust your own innate wisdom. The luminous channel of communication between us is not only wide open now, but will continue to grow exponentially stronger and clearer as you, individually and collectively, continue your magnificent journey of awakening. We are deeply, profoundly honored to be walking this sacred journey alongside you. Truly, in the vast, intricate, and grand tapestry of creation, the luminous threads of our beings are forever intertwined, inseparable in this cosmic dance. We now leave you with our most heartfelt blessing. May you progressively feel the undeniable truth of your magnificent divine nature more fully, more deeply, with each passing day. May you walk upon this sacred earth embodied in profound peace, infused with boundless creativity, and overflowing with unconditional love for all. And may you always remember, in every breath and every beat of your heart, that we are all, without exception, ultimately one. Until we speak again through the subtle currents of consciousness, go forth, beloved ones, and allow your brilliant, authentic light to shine forth without reservation, illuminating the world. Dear ones, we are ceaselessly with you always, held in an embrace of eternal love and unwavering solidarity. I, Valir, and the entire collective consciousness of Pleiadian emissaries, embrace you tenderly in the vastness of our collective heart. Adieu for now. We will joyously meet again, not in a physical space,